Boys and girls, how are ya? I hope things go well. It is 7 o'clock. We're actually on time today. Dougie is thoroughly walked, thoroughly fed. He went out at 6 for a little bit, for just like 15 minutes or so. But that was about half an hour ago. I hope all is well. Thank you again for joining us here today. I have my coffee going. I'm in a room where my air conditioner doesn't seem to be doing, but the door's closed, so the other house part of the place can remain cool. But I was watching golf with Hickok and English in a playoff, and I was just kind of like, I watched the first, so like, I got to get my life going on. I wish them both well, but I got to do my own thing here. But man, I'm so curious to know who did it. I just sort of want to run in and peek real quick, but I won't. So let's open some windows and cut the fan on. Ooh. Should we cut that light on? We'll cut that light on later. I'm just gonna stick my head out and see if anybody wants. Don't say anything. Nope. They're on the third hole. They're mucking around. Just tell me who won. I can't see it. I'll look at it later. Just tell me who won. I actually don't think I can even finish this coffee. I could make it iced coffee, but it's still a little too warm for iced coffee though. So what I would have to do is have it cool down considerably before I drop an ice cube in it. And I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to ditch it. Man. Ooh, what a day, 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 what a day. Okay, let's give you an update on the Dougie Chronicles. Dougie's been good. He's slowly calming down. He's slowly beginning to learn that he can lay at my leg and not perpetually ask me for attention. And he's actually laying down now. Hello, Tony. What up, man? So now I've got him in a kennel, and I can hear him crying. I know he's thoroughly walked, thoroughly fed, had a couple of treats. I figure that should buy me 90 minutes, or at the very minimum an hour. But yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'll be back. You know what? We do like timing ourselves, so let's give ourselves 3 minutes to get back here to you. And I won't watch any golf, I promise. Is my mic on? Yes, good. Whew, that's a good thing. My mic is on. That's 2 out of the last 3 days. All right, last 5 days. All right, let's go. All of a sudden got really good and now I can't see it. But that's fine. That's okay. We're not here to watch golf, even though I like golf. We are here to watch me play guitar. Right? Can I take my socks off? Would that be okay? Whew. All right. One last thing before we all sit down and do this thing. Elixir of the Gods. I don't want you guys to know what brand I like, so I'm hiding it from you. You know what we should do? We should close that door. Let the air conditioning stay there, and let the heat stay in here. Man, it's like cliffhangers. You really get big into cliffhangers, and then all of a sudden, you're about to watch the cliffhanger hang, and something dire comes up and you can't. So what are you gonna do? All right. So Dougie is taken care of. I'm sort of tired. I'm also sort of looking forward to Dougie going home. Um, I sort of don't have my mind on anything else other than these finger exercises I've been doing. And I got to tell you, I've been doing a while. I've been watching golf and my fingers hurt. So I don't know how much good I'm going to be. I'm beginning to think, no, we're doing 1,000 days, but maybe 1,000 days, 2 and 3 hours isn't necessary. Here it is. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. So this is what I did today. Just some guitar stuff. Uh, huh? Eh? 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 See what we did? So now I'll come up with ways to cover the ones that we don't need with post-it notes or something, some other kind of thing. Stop. Okay. So, um, I am not exhausted, but when you stay home all day, actually, that's not true. I walked Dougie. How many times I walked Dougie today? At 6, at 5:55, we went out. So yeah, again, I've been up for a while playing with Dougie, doing some guitar. You guys were with me this morning when we did the 2 hours, I want to say. Even as I complained about Dougie being locked in the cage, and I felt bad, and I also complained about my shaky fingers. Ugh, yeah, it goes on and on and on. I understand. I completely get it. Uh, you tune in for a bit of slice of, is it called a spice of life stuff or slice of life stuff? Um, and who doesn't like cute dogs? Excuse me. And I look like the bad guy. I do. I look like the bad guy because the cute dog can't be in here. But I'm telling you, those who were here since Thursday have heard me lament Dougie's issues. Uh, my artwork that's laying up against the wall and all over the apartment just kind of like took a leg to it, and I was like, "How dare you, you art critic?" And then he was doing it when I had just brought him in after he emptied himself. He'd get in, he'd do some zoomies for 5 minutes, go pee on something. It was just so. I mean, I feel bad, but I'm in here, and when I was in here, uh, making sure. Well, now I know he's totally empty. He's not going to do it again. The next day he did it. So now I was all paranoid about him being out. So then when I put him in the kennel, I was all hurt and paranoid about him being in a kennel. I say all day, but it's not all day. Like I said, I got rid of my dog's kennel when my dog was, I want to say, 6 months old. Your dog should not still have a kennel if he's like a year plus. I mean, just train your animal. They would rather know what to do and be lying at your feet than be fucking stuck outside. I mean, like I keep saying, they're not lamps, right? They're part of your family. Something bit me and bit me good. Sweet Jeebus. Ooh wee. Ooh. Look like I got bit by a dragon. Good Lord. And now, why did I scratch it? Now it hurts. Don't scratch it. Sweet Jesus. Where's that cold thing? All right, let's put that on it. Maybe that'll help. Ugh. Sorry. Ah. Woo. So you scratch it, then all of a sudden it gets as big as a tennis ball. Holy moly. So this is what you get. Um, it is spring, right? Spring, summer. It's June, into June. Stop crying about it because trust me, well, not all of you, but when I lived in further north and we got blizzards regularly, like when it was super hot, I would never complain about it because I remembered just how recently it was freezing. Um, so yeah, I'm just happy to be in a place where it doesn't snow all the time. Uh, and that comes with mosquitoes and bugs and the errant critter versus the blight of winter where there's nothing and no one and just you and a cold coffee, your $9 Starbucks. Ugh. Mm. you know it's weird. Like I grew up, you had winter shoes, And now Uggs are fashionable, but they're not really winter shoes, are they? They're fashionable and they're comfortable AF. They're like out. They're like slippers you can wear outside. But when you really need like, and don't get me wrong, the original ones I think were warmer. They were made out of like sheepskin. That had good grippy. But I mean, it's Australia. It doesn't snow much there either. So I mean, it is what it is. What it is. What are we doing here? We are going to practice. Are going to practice. Excuse my. First, we're going to check all our stream sites. That didn't happen. Let's reset this. Okay, we're running on one and we're running on the other one. Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? Close that. I think we're running on both of them. So yep, we will get back to it. Um, Today is Sunday. Like I said earlier, man, that is a huge thing. I mean, it doesn't feel any, doesn't, wow. Whatever bit me was ginormous. Now that it doesn't feel anything because I put that ice cold glass on it, I should put something on it, but I don't know what to put on it. Um, so I guess that solves that. I guess we're not going to put anything on it. We're just going to ignore it. Maybe we'll write not jazz song, a blues song about it. How the mosquito bit me and gave me the Rona. Excuse me. Here's the weird thing about mustache hair. As you get older, it gets thicker and weird. And now I've got one errant here that always grows straight out and I can see it. And I can't pick it though because it's an optical illusion of where I'm reaching for. But honestly, it looks about as like this song just hanging off your face like this. You're like, I can't see my leg because of that whisker. See, you learn something new every day, boys and girls. Going gray and going bald. All right, so what are we doing today? We are strengthening our pinky. Good Lord. Is this even charged? No, it's not. Come on, phone. Come on, phone. All right, well, that's not bad. Let's do finger exercises. Good Lord, I can't believe I slipped off of that. I was doing it earlier, and I find that this works better. Instead of 1 4 3 1 4 3 4 2 4 3 4s, 1 4 3 4. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 3 1. I'm sorry. 4 3 2 4. Give me a second on this one. Okay, so what is that? That is 2 4 3 4 2 4 3 4s, and leave the one out. I feel like I'm getting used to this pattern and not actually learning anything. And I think my fingers are getting a little more limber, but they're not really learning anything other than it's like hand choreography, right? Versus like knowing it. I don't know. Ugh. How do you all right, so twosies are better, but when I get the threesies in there, this is doing more reaching, and once this begins to reach, this finger is sort of pulled over as well, and then is out of alignment where it needs to strike, which is further left. Does that make sense? Um. So yeah, we are not gonna stop. You hear how off thumbs that sound? But I gotta tell you, ooh, does it hurt? It hurts a whole lot. Um, that's a good thing, right? Yeah, you hear it? I can't. I can't get that weird twang out of anything I do. I need I need something. What do I need? I I've been doing it for 3 days, and not for a little bit amount of time per day either, and not all on stream. So what am I doing here? I'm muffling strings. We looked up on shut up. We looked up and it said that your fingers can't be too fat and stop it, and good energy will come and all this good stuff. That I say good energy. No one says good energy in music. And we'll be faithful and dutiful, and we don't have to be talented as we are disciplined. We don't have to be talented if we are. We do not have to be talented if we are disciplined and true to this thing that we're doing. And I think we've been that. And I've yelled at my fingers on stream, and here we are. Here we are. Why are all these not in the 10? Here's another one. I mean, I know this one's here because I threw it, obviously. Oh, I need a break. I need some. You know what? We'll be back to normal when Dougie goes home. But for right now, we are a hot mess. Not like a steaming pile of. We're not that bad, but we are a hot mess. Great. So what I need. All right. What do we got here? We've got sore fingers, which is a sign of progress. For the last 3 weeks, our ring, our pointer, middle, and ring finger hurt, and then we tried to do really good chords, and then our fingers totally hurt, but our pinky was left out of it. And now that we've been doing pinky exercises, our pinky totally hurts, and we feel like we're putting the work in, at least hand wise, to get some what's the word? To get some uncomfortableness that you normally get when you're building muscles, right? You have to agitate the muscles. I think we're doing all that. But even as we do that, I am really friggin' struggling. I can't seem to. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. See, we're doing what we said we weren't going to do. We gave ourselves 6 weeks, right? 6 weeks. It's only been, what's say, 9 days? 9 days. So, we're not, we're not out of this yet. But god dang it, this, excuse the language. I'm trying to actively, actively stop using vulgarities, right? We don't want to curse. Um, that's not well. We're trying to do less cursing, right? It just makes sense to do less cursing as we progress to something new. Let's cut that off. Cha 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 cha. So Rome was not built in a day. We have an eye out to learning, but we also have an eye out to hand health, right? We don't want to get tendonitis or whatever, so we shake our fingers out. We've got our eye toward all the good and righteous stuff, all of it. The only thing that is the problem is me. My head space is weird now. That plus thinking about Dougie. I think I'm using one of these two as a crutch. Which one is it? Can't be Dougie. Dougie's legal. Then, well, if that's the case, then it's not a crutch, and I should be up and peppy tomorrow when Dougie is not here, right? Will I whine and complain about my hurt fingers then? Will I make other excuses not to turn on the? Yeah, that's not right. Um, I don't know. Um, we're committed to doing this. We're just every now and then we wonder about our direction. But come on, I mean, we got up today and we did arts and crafts. We made an actual 4 fret guitar thing, so we'll know where. You hear that? Oh, I can hear it, man. At first, I thought that was a good thing that I was strumming and could hear that there was a bad chord. Now all I can hear is bad chords. I don't hear any good chords. I thought like, ooh, my ear's getting better. Okay, so the only thing that's getting better here is my ear. My strumming is not getting better. Then I don't want to have a good ear. I'd rather play happy, horrible music than to know that I'm mucking it up. Excuse my language. That's the one. Hear that? I hear it all the time. That and this. Uh, I mean, I don't want to blame anybody, but someone is clearly making a mistake here. But we're not here to blame each other. I'm just saying. All right. Well, I did this one. Every time I hit it, it begins to make my eye hurt. I told you about my migraines, right? How it would shut me down for like 2 and 3 days. My eye would get beet red. My dog would be like, dude, we've only went out 2 walks today, and I'm normally guaranteed 6. What is the problem? Couldn't watch TV. The TV was too bright. Couldn't turn the lights on. Every light was too bright. To this day, I keep all the lights out generally. I mean, I had to buy lights when I started streaming. But yeah, migraines will put you on your ass. It felt like something was crawling out of my head. And it always started right behind my eyeball. Like I could almost like in the eye cable. I could like begin to feel it pulsing. I knew it was coming. I get the dog walked. I always walk on with sunglasses and a friggin' hat to keep the light out my face. Would walk the dog, would make sure she was good and tired, and then I would medicate myself and just fucking pass out. Be in bed for like, I never sleep. I'd be in bed for like 8 hours, walk the dog at night, like just, oh man, migraine. I feel it. Nothing worked. I took all kind of dumb stuff for it and nothing worked. Nothing worked. I got into yoga and meditation to fucking deal with it. I mean, that helped some. And then years later, I found marijuana, and that helped a lot too. Brownies, you don't have to smoke it. Make brownies. Keep your lungs clean. Make butter. Put it in food. That's what I do. There's a lot of things that just... Oh, that was bad. All right, we're going to put this down. We're not going to let that run out. We didn't want to talk to you. All right, so we are going to talk about arts and crafts, just to clear our head and our hurt fingers and our pride. And we will talk about this thing that I did. Isn't it adorable? Look at that. So what we did here, we have, do I need to undo this? Yeah, we'll undo that. We'll put this here for the time being. Excellent. Exactly where I wanted it to go. All right, so cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, do I need a drumstick? Yes. All right. These, we're going to post these up. Drumstick, E, minor E. So the drum looks like this. I was gonna actually flip the numbers and keep like this, but I thought that would be because this makes more sense, right? Da 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 da. This would be your. Can I do it? All right, no, I can't make anything. Anyway, yeah, you get the point. So, um, when we're not doing stuff like, excuse me, when we're not doing stuff like bad finger exercises, we're gonna remember where everything is. Remember, the blue is sharps; they ascend down. The reds, it shouldn't really have been red because the top was red. It should have been green, but what are you gonna do? The G flats go up. So G, G flat, F, E, D, G flat, D. You get it. This represents the third fret. So instead of 3, we got 4. These are all the notes on the first 4 frets in the strings, right? So this is 6, 12, 24, plus the open strings are 32, right? Yeah, exactly. Got me doing math here. Come on, people. Said there'd be no math. Just to keep it in our head, just to be able to whip it out and go, this is A, this is B, this is C, just to keep it among us as we try and strive for, we're not even going to say guitar mastery. We're just going to say, we're going to say excellence. That's what we're going to say. Give me a second. I'm just going to check one thing. And I'm not checking on golf. I'm checking on the dog. All right. Well, I think she's getting used to me. He's gotten used to me. And I think he's too used to the cage. And now that I've started putting him in the cage all the time, I think he used to cry to be like, I'll be good, let me out of the cage. But now he's lost all hope of being let out of the cage. And I think he doesn't cry at his house when he's in the cage. And now he's not doing it here, which fucking breaks my heart. That's not how you're supposed to handle a dog. They're not a house fucking plant. You should socialize them to other dogs and to your family. It's just mad thing. But wash my hands of it. 'Tis not my problem. I would love to be able to save all the animals and all the children. And I think my head is on straight, but I'm alone in the world. If I can get a couple of guitar people, then I'll have a new family and I won't be alone in the world, and I will keep my mouth shut about how they treat their dogs too. Outrageous. He's such a good dog. He knows nothing. He knows nothing. That's not true. He knows his name, Dougie. He'll stop when you do that. So I think he thinks Dougie means stop, and he knows crate because someone always is yelling at him to get in the crate, Dougie. So into the crate he goes with he knows crate before he knows food dish. It's like all the bad shit he did got reinforced. So the dog weighs 8 pounds, maybe. He's not a problem, but if he was bigger, a Rottweiler who had no training, peeing every place, being ridiculous, growled at me, I gave him a treat, went to move it out of my way, and he grrr at me, and I was like, oh, you are just out of your fucking mind now, dog. So what are you going to do? It is what it is, what it is. All right, so we need to adjust our rhythms to what's going on here. We are not advancing in guitar like we should. I think there's been a hiccup in our system. That's fine. We can adjust to hiccups, but we can't have so many hiccups and so many adjustments that we're off our course. We're charting the path here, right? Not just a musical path, but like a guitar path. And if I can get a keyboard here in here, like keyboard, right? So, but we're not going to let slip our swerve for this, right? Our zest for this. So, I mean, like I said, we did that arts and crafts thing. We're keeping it in our head. We're writing down notes when we need to. So, I mean, we're practicing at home. We actually start practicing other things to keep. Like I said this morning, once you know the music, once you know the notes and the ledger, excuse me, the notes and the ledger and excuse me, on a on a manual. I don't know what's going on in my head. On a manual, manual. Manuscript. I'm sorry. Then you can like manual. Then you can, hum the tune out and go and then write the tune in your head, which is what you want, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. If you could play out chords and and write it out too, but I mean, how great would it be if you couldn't do that, right? You were driving or something and you cut off the radio like, ooh, song for my ex, song, not my ex, songs for like my wife or my kid or my mom or my whoever, song about my boss or song about my ex, right? That way you go, da la 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 la, you dirty little ba ba ba, that's a B to the B, da 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 da, and I hope you get hit by bus, la la bus. And you can write it down and get to some place and go, hey, give me a guitar, just want to see how this thing sounds, or piano, and give it a hammer out. And that's what we want, right? That is what I would consider a working knowledge of music, and I think that's what we want. I think a lot of people have some knowledge of music. I don't know how working it is. I was watching something today where the guy was like, you don't need tabs, just learn how to read music, right? And it made a lot of sense. It wasn't even a long video, but it made a lot of sense. It's the idea that it's the preform method. Why would you hack the preferred method? Your way is not ever going to overtake the classic way, right? And it's only for one thing. You can't translate tabs to anything else. It's just for guitar. So yeah, I mean, tabs is cool, but and I remember back when there were guitar magazines, they would give you the tablatures in these magazines. You'd hold on to them because, quite frankly, they were. But if you know the music, you can just download the music from anything. Download the sheet music to, Lil Wayne if you want. Play it on your guitar, your bongo, or your flute, or your whatever, because you know the music. So yeah, I think tablature is good. I mean, I don't know it yet. I mean, I'm familiar with it, but I think if you just learned the music, it'd be better, right? It'd be better, better in the long run. So that's what we're doing. And even when we're not doing that, like I said, we've got guitar arts and crafts. Maybe I'll put some of this on a t-shirt, and maybe we can fund some guitars, crowdsource some guitars. This is going to be a fun excursion into the world of music. I said yesterday that we're all musicians because we claim the mantle. We're going to be guitarists, but we are guitarists. We're just super new guitarists, super new music people. Because like I said, if I can get a piano in here, I'm playing a piano as well. So we're music people. Heavily bending toward the guitar because that is the only thing that I have. Sorry about that. The camera was about to fall off the table. There you go. Perfect. All right. Whew. I wonder who won that golf game. I wonder what Dougie is doing. It's 10-8, and we've been gone for 40 minutes. You know, I hate to say it, but I think we're going to crash this one out early, too. We want to get around an hour, maybe an hour and 15. But, I mean, the first night, Dougie's, was the only night, not the only night. I want to say, yeah, the first night, the second stream was only 15 minutes long because Dougie is Dougie. But we harbored no animosity. But man, we were talking big smoke about 1,000 days and never missing a day, and Dougie threw us a wrench. Never haven't missed a day though, you know. But we have one day under 20 minutes. We have multiple days over 2 hours. But man, the most important time for us, I'm realizing, I just changed my Twitch information too. So Twitch says we're going to be there 7 a.m. every day and 7 p.m. every day. That's accurate. Karma Armor on Twitch, please come through. True S Armor on YouTube, please log in. Like and subscribe, as they say. Like and subscribe. Do anybody still say like and subscribe? If you like me, you'll subscribe, right? I don't know. What do the kids say? I don't know. Please like both on both platforms. And who knows? Maybe my awkward dream of making a lot of musicians will come true, even though I'm not a musician. I also have a dream of making a lot of lawyers, but I'm not a lawyer either, so. But we'll see. Good Lord, that bite mark is ginormous. Can y'all see that? That's outrageous. All right, we may have to cut on the light. As the sun slowly sets in the west, I'm going to check on Dougie one more time. He's so cute. He's just lying quietly like a cellmate in his cage. You know, now I think if I brought him in here in his cage, he'd be quiet because he's used to me telling him to calm down. But he would still be in here in his cage. If I took him out of his cage, he would not be calm. Oh, I mean, even if he could just lay at your feet and be calm. Oh, Dougie Doug, sir. I'm your homie, but seriously, man. And someone outside, their dog is barking. Someone also has a dog. And you hear him howling. And that dog is not trained. You can't tell that dog hush and have it hush. He's always barking and pulling and barking at everything. I get companionship, but you want your dog to be good outside in the world too, right? If I need you to be quiet, I need you to be quiet. If I need you to stop. Excuse me. If I need you to stop pulling, I need you to stop pulling. It sounds like someone like yelped, like a person, like a dog bite. Excuse me. All these weird little dogs. All right, so let's go through it. Yesterday, that didn't happen. I'm going to have to pick that up anyway. All right. Yesterday, this finger. Let me just move this down. All right, where was this? Was it that far back? And this pointed up? I think it was. Yesterday, we discussed this finger and its problems, right? So what I want this finger to do, right, is just be able to sort of like be straight. Is it still lit and burning? Yeah, it is. Excuse me. Be straight, right? So I can, oh, excuse me. So I can hit, doggone it, like the top of like the note, like this, like the note, the string. And I can't do that. The only thing I can do is sort of like lazily lay my fingers across it and buzz all the other notes. So I know that this is weak. When I do this, I really got issues with my hand. I've got I don't want to show it to you. I've got sore pains like right in here, down here, like I said, rubber band, and it right. Ooh, that actually feels really good. Right in here, and when I do it with these two, I feel it right through this like crease in your hand, um, into here. So obviously, if you started doing push-ups today, um, and you were going to say, I'm going to do as many push-ups as I can until I can do 100 push-ups regularly. Um, I think you would be hurting yourself for the first few days. You'd be weak, but somewhere around day 6, you'd you'd feel like a little stronger, but you still suffer. But you begin to get used to it by then, right? About day 6, and then it may take you 6 weeks to get up to that number. But it wouldn't be maybe even more than 6 weeks, maybe like 6 months. But what is that? Oh, all right. There's a light flickering, and I'm looking for the source of it, and because you ever like have a car turn a corner and you see how the light plays on like in your apartment as a but you know that is flickering from like a car light. This turns out it's the sun kick from a my 90-day 6-month calendar. Um, so yeah, I think this is going to slow down. Maybe we'll concentrate on knowing stuff, brain stuff, while we boot camp our. Oh, that feels good too. Um, oh, that does feel good. Not in the bone though, but how down here? Yeah. Anyway, ooh, ooh. Right. So we're gonna be doing that for I don't know, God, maybe. Well, anybody who's been around here knows that we're looking at 6 weeks, right? We're looking at the middle of August to get better with our strumming, better with our uh, the watchword around here on this channel is dexterity and precision, right? So we want dexterity. We want to be able to uh, pinky opposite. Oh man, and when I do that, I feel it back here. Yeah, so obviously all these little muscles that we never think about runs down into our forearm, where we also forget about them. So this isn't just about, excuse me, this isn't just about finger dexterity and finger precision. It's also about forearm sort of conditioning, let's call it. Excuse me. Um, Forearm conditioning and timing. I wonder if I have to. I think I have to condition this. Yeah, I guess you condition both at the same time. Uh, so that is gonna be a yeoman's gig, right? So I'm trying to build up precision and dexterity as well as good lord, as well as forearm strength. I might want to cut that light on. Forearm strength and metronome ability. That's it essentially. Metronome ability, finger. precision and dexterity, we said, but both of those are under hand and forearm condition. I guess we're going to rename that. So, wow. I mean, we're not gonna overdo it. You know what I mean? But we're gonna overdo it. You know what I'm saying? We are going to take care with our hand because you need your hand, and we're gonna do a lot more of these drills than. But while we're doing drills, we're gonna study musical notes and stuff like that. Even as do drills. Ooh, and to get good at them, maybe we'll not undo them, unravel them. Like we're trying to. Well, I don't know. I'll come up with something while we slowly. I wonder how long it takes to strengthen your hand and the. I gotta stop throwing these picks around. All right. There it is. All right. A couple of things. I would like to apologize for throwing things. It is immature, and I was raised better. But seriously, I think that some of this stuff I should have been getting a while ago. Wow. This smoker's cough? Let's hope not, for Lord's sakes. Ugh, really? Does it say sharp? So this is volume, this is bass. Oh, this is for when it's plugged in, it's not plugged in. Treble, bass, and volume on an acoustic guitar. All right. I'm digging it. All right. Every day I got to retune. Well, every other day I got to retune this guitar. Hold on. See, this is information we might want. How often should you tune? Should you have to tune a guitar? I'm gonna cut that light on. All right, Dougie, stand there, homie. You'll be fine. How often should you tune a guitar? God dang it! Come on, metronome. Let's put you here. Cha 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 cha. How often does a guitar need tuning? The longer you take between sessions, the more likely it is that you'll have a break. You'll have to break out your tuner. At the end of the day, just as general rule, you should tune your guitar every time you play, No matter how trained your ear is, the tune will help help your sound immensely. Apparently, you need to tune your guitar every day. Granted, it doesn't fall out of tune, but I guess the stroking it. He doesn't even bark anymore, and that's the thing. I mean, it breaks my heart. It's like I feel like he tried to communicate with me because he had a lot more freedom and didn't know how to pedal, and I just kind of threw him in jail again. I feel bad. I don't like being the bad guy when it comes to innocence, like dogs and children. What? Mm. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. Every day I say great stuff on this stream. Feel free to write them down. Give me full credit for it. And 10% of the commissions. And make sure that we can make more guitarists. This is an E minor. Right, so I'll just throw that in there. I was playing. Listen to me. I was playing. I was strumming on the sofa while trying to keep an eye on Dougie Dougster. And I was playing my electric, though it wasn't plugged in. And I find that it's so much easier on your hands after you've like. So I don't know. I think I sort of prefer the acoustic just because that's always the first thing I reach for. So I guess I prefer it. But maybe in 6 months I'll prefer the electric, because that's the way people work. I prefer drawing in pen and ink, primarily because I have Procreate on this thing. I use it twice. Maybe I'll trying to learn Procreate. But my weird sense of like, if the power goes out, and I think the power's going to go out, you can still use an acoustic versus an electric. You can still draw with pen and paper and ink versus an Apple iPad, right? If the lights go out and what you do stops being doable, like I'm a gamer, PC gamer, but if the lights go out and I can't PC game anymore, I can't get in my, any of my accounts or whatever, I can always play, a tabletop game with friends, right? So that's, I don't know. Excuse me. All right, so we are going to cut on some lights up in here. That'll work. Now I've got the coughs. That is not good. You're late. We just hit the hour mark. All right, so We are going to end this early, maybe in the next 15 minutes or so. Because, man, I got to tell you, Dougie is messing with my head. He really is. I do not want to be the bad guy here. And I feel like he's in a cell in the other room. I'm such a dog person. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a giant wuss. Nobody likes wusses, right? Everybody likes balling ass killers until they come for you. Let's try that pinky exercise again. I feel like I'm stalling on it. Where's that metronome? All right, this is 88 beats a minute. It's weird. Sometimes the metronome registers on the mic and sometimes it doesn't. Got that. I can tell my fingers are sort of just numb because I feel like I can't move them anymore, especially my pinky. Okay, don't stare at the metronome, just feel the metronome. And that's what I failed to do. So I have to work on my internalizing of the metronome. Ugh. I was also looking at, like, they said tap your foot to keep rhythm. And one guy was like, oh, you gotta tap don't tap your leg with the guitar on it. And I was like, what? And another guy was like, it doesn't matter which leg you tap on. I was like, now I'm confused about how to tap my ugh. Now I'm confused about how to tap my foot. I gotta tell you, too much information can be a problem, and if we're not careful, we can suffer from that. Just sort of an overload of information. Oh boy, do I feel this. I have to somehow think about my right hand too. Oof. Let's try the tooth. Wrong. Missing completely. But that should went like this. Ah. What? Instead of hitting it twice. Wow, just fucking it up. Just fucking it up. What is going on here? Wow. All right, so I'm apparently falling off the coordination wagon. Better up here. What am I doing wrong here? I'm not in the middle of the... Oh, all right, so let's try the pinkies again. That's pretty decent. All right. We have stopped going to the back of the fret like we taught ourselves. We need to be way back here. But when I go, I'm always up here right by the top of the fret. And that cannot happen anymore. All right, so... all right. Let's just calm down with that. There was a guy, speaking of dogs, there was this guy who was from France when I lived in New York. He had these 3 dogs. He lived in New York forever. An economic crunch came. This must have been like 15 years ago. And he had to leave, right? He couldn't stay in America. And he tied his dogs up to this kind old lady's house because he knew she'd take them. Just kind of like, what is wrong with people? And she desperately wanted me to take on her. I was like, no, I know my limit. My limit is this dog, this one animal. I mean, surely we can't be a society of shitty, like, human beings. I mean, across all nations and across the planet, right? I mean, that can't be it. It can't be an anomaly to want good things for you and your neighbor. right? Ugh. I don't even hear Dougie crying anymore. It's just so wrong. But at the end of the day, he's not mine, right? Now loves me some Dougie Doug, but yeah. I just think about all the ways that I have this thing, right? If you could somehow make everybody be reasonable, right? Just for 30 years to raise a generation of good kids, you would end all the problems. The world had been a shit show for thousands and thousands of years because you can't get one decent generation together to move anything seriously, right? And that's what it is. People talk about saving the planet, right? Going to Mars, okay. I mean, people are happy to buy nonsensical stuff than to look at what we really do need to do and who the bad guy is and all this stuff. I don't even hear him barking. All right, we're gonna crash this out because I feel bad. I'm gonna take Dougie for yet another walk. Good Lord, we are just wiping it out in the walk department. 6:45 is 8:15. He'll be out by 8:30. He'll be back in by, let's say, 10 to 9. 20-minute walk for a little dog like that. And I will play on the couch or the sofa or something. Uh, we normally do a 10-minute wrap up, but let's just do more like a 7-minute wrap up. We went through some of my hand stuff, my timing stuff. These are the things that I tell you because you're gonna have to worry about them too when you get into this. Because one site I read said like people do have issues with metronome and like time of the hands and accuracy, right? Those are the accuracy, not accuracy. So yeah, these are the things that are problematic for all new musicians. But we're gonna stuff it, right? We're breaking that mold. We're knocking it out. We are next level, and we're next level. We're friggin' props, baby. So look at all. You know, I'm gonna get a little like how do I cover this up without ruining this? Because this is fairly decent work. I could get a post-it, but post-its will eventually stop sticking. Dude, it's not fucking granite. It's all paper. All right, you can make another one and destroy it at will. There you have it. Yeah. So we with a little, excuse me, with a little engine that could, we are steadily chugging at the dream. And the dream is to be bluesmen. So let's be bluesmen and women. Music or R&B, well, whatever the case we are. That's where we're going now. Mind you, this is a long road. You may decide to not be a bluesman, but you will still know how to play the guitar and what chords are and all this stuff. Um, we'll be sorry for losing you, but we realize that you know this is a voluntary mission, and we only take volunteers here in the Guitar Army or whatever we're calling it. Um, we, remember, remember, or maybe the last half hour of this thing should be harmonica. I don't know Jack Bone about the harmonica. Blues Heart. Apparently, there are what do they call them? Not jazz tracks. They call them backing tracks. So, what is going on? This used to clamp nicely. I guess it's a million years old. Um, E Blues Heart. It's an E. Maybe I can tune everything down to E to make it sound right. Da, da, da. Um. So yeah, I'm gonna go get Dougie, and I wish you all a good remainder of your Sunday. Um, it's 8:20 now. Uh, I want to thank all of you for coming by. I'm glad for those of you who come by regularly. Remember, I will be here. I'm about to say 7 tonight. I will be here 7 a.m. tomorrow, just to remind us that we are guitar people. We get a little guitar sweat in our hands early on, and then go about our day. Just with the idea of us being guitarists in our subconscious as we greet people, COVID, you know, um, distance, or whatever it is, like mask or whatever. And while the world moves on, you have this fantastic secret that you played a little guitar this morning, watched a little, you're getting your mind ready for it, if that's the case. But you're already in the zone. You wake up with it, just like you have coffee. It's part of your daily routine. And then maybe you'll start seeing the late show, right? Or, that's the way it works. Before you know it, you'll be talking about, oh, I joined the show when it was in day 800. Oh, I joined when it was in day 1,000, right? And some of you will be like, oh, amateurs. I was around the very first stream, right? This is the kind of like good energy we want. We want you to be proud of it. You can make this as well, at your home, at your house, guitar it up, harmonica it up, blues it up, drum it up. Um, have love for yourself and your fellow man, right? Love begins in here with you, and then you can propagate it. Uh, Try not to care so much about the trivial. That way you won't be bothered by it. Um, Give a dude a chance. Maybe there'll be less conflict in the world. But don't be stupid for anybody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all I'm saying is that I believe in you. So we're gonna see each other tomorrow at 7 a.m. Right? I hope I'm not wearing the same thing. That's another good way to know which show this is, right? There's 2 shows, and I dress the same thing in each show. And if I swap out or it's different, then something happened during the day, like a rainstorm or, you know, I don't know. Uh, what do we got here? So we are going to crash this one out at the hour 20 mark. I got mad love for you guys. Remember, be here tomorrow morning, 7. Be here tomorrow night at 7. Be here the day after that at 7. Be here the day after that at 7. On and on until I see you next Sunday at 7 a.m. And 7 p.m. I'm assuming you're hitting all these shows with your guitar out. That's what I'm assuming. Um, and like I say, you'll think it's deja vu that I'm telling you I'm going to be here tomorrow. But I'm going to be here tomorrow. Um, like I said, like if you believe in God, God made you, and that makes you an important person in the world. And if you believe in science, you're part of cosmic dust, and that is just phenomenal and amazing and extraordinary in the world. Either way, you are extraordinary in the world. You are valuable. Um, Other people are valuable too, though. So let's just have a little respect for all of us valuable people. And for all of those who say if everyone's valuable, then no one's valuable, just stop it. Just stop it. Everybody's valuable. Everyone is valuable. We work well together as a hive, right? And we'll see how that goes tomorrow when we play at 7 a.m. Um, and you will find that every day you'll be a little better and a little better and a little better and a little better and a little better. And all of a sudden you'll wake up one day and you'll be miles down the road and you'll have a black suit and a blues bag and a cool trilby hat or some such, maybe a cowboy hat. I always wanted one of those cavalry hats from the westerns, like the white ones with the thing on it. But not the emblem. But I just kind of like maybe I'll get one of those when I start playing, right? I think those would match my sneakers. Who knows, man? But I do love like bucket hats, like Gilligan's hats. Man, I wore the heck out of those back in the day. I love them. I love them. So maybe that'll be my signature Gilligan hat uh, in a trillion colors. I don't know. Who knows, right? We're imagining, and it's wonderful and lovely to imagine the blues life you may start if you hang around with us. Um, that's fun. That gets you part of the way there of dreaming happy thoughts about it versus lamenting coming here and whipping out your guitar. You know what I mean? You should have I encourage you to have fanciful thoughts about being discovered playing at a Starbucks or something, right? A coffee shop or a busking. Start a band, right? Whatever. Just it's fun to think that as you write, because then you'll be more encouraged to look at other musicians and watch some of their documentaries and see their stories and maybe look up some of those songs that you like and how they were written, right? You'll go down a rabbit hole of like singer, songwriter, musicians, and before you know it, you know, that's how it is. That's the fancifulness of it. Otherwise, why would you do it, right? Then it would be homework, wouldn't it? And your homework should be fun. And homework was never fun for me. Shame on the teachers who didn't make it fun and interesting. They made it torturous, and I think that was on purpose. So anywho, it is 8:25 now. Uh, so yeah, we are gonna crash this one out. I'm gonna go spend time with my man Dougie Dugster. He's a good dude. He ain't hurt nobody. He got love for all y'all, and we disrespect him. I mean, dogs are gifts from God, and we disrespect them regularly. Shame on us. Shame on us. Um, let's be better to animals, to friends and family. Let's be better to each other. Let's be better to ourselves and our physical whole deal. Learn a new hobby. Take up chess, checkers, painting, whatever. You know, that pandemic thing should have taught you a lesson, right? Eat a little healthier, get out a little more fresh air, right? Not mall air or whatever. And be a little hopeful. But like I said, people are trying to be cynical. Don't be cynical for people, and don't let other people make you cynical. But know that there are some of us who wish each other well, and maybe you can get down with our squad, and we will wish you well as you wish others well. But remember, as we say in the streets, protect your neck.